Today, President Joe Biden announced an executive order titled Ensuring Responsible Development of Digital Assets. And this executive order's main purpose is to study and research digital currencies. And the cryptocurrency has broadly welcomed the move, but crypto and digital currency skeptics, the people that don't like crypto, are saying that this move towards more regulation should have happened a long time ago. And surprisingly, at least surprising for me, was that Joe Biden has actually taken a very supportive stance towards the digital asset industry. And unsurprisingly, the good news has spread to the digital currency landscape, and every single major cryptocurrency is up in a big way with this announcement from the president. Bitcoin is up 8.73%, Ethereum is up 5.69%, Terra is up 17.02%, Ripple is up 6%, Solana is up 6.44%, Avalanche is up 5.67%, Cardano is up 6.33%, and Polkadot is up 4.91%. Well, in this video, I'm going to deep dive into this executive order, which will focus on 6 key areas. We'll talk about what these 6 key areas are, and at the end of this video, I'll give you my thoughts on whether these new regulations are a good thing or a bad thing for the industry. And these 6 key areas that this executive order focuses on are consumer and investor protection, financial stability, illicit activity, U.S. competitiveness on a global stage, financial inclusion, and responsible innovation. And please don't forget to hit that like button, and please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. We are officially over 1,000 subscribers, so thank you all for watching and supporting the channel. Now, key area number 1 is consumer and investor protection, and this part of the executive order is obviously a very important part of the directive, which intends to protect crypto investors. If you already invest in cryptocurrency, you know that there are a countless number of scams out there, and quite frankly, even when you go through a legitimate channel, there is still a very real risk of losing huge sums of money. Now, this could be due to the network that you're trading on, or it could be due to user input error, but regardless, losing money is a risk that we crypto and digital asset investors are willing to take. I mean, just 2 days ago, I posted a video about staking Ethereum on Coinbase, and the risks of staking your Ethereum are quite explicit. You could lose all of your Ethereum that you stake due to a wide variety of reasons. And this example is just the tip of the iceberg in terms of the underlying risk. So I see this as a great move which will allow our regulators to ensure sufficient oversight and safeguards against any systemic financial risks posed by digital assets. The second key area that this bill focuses on is financial stability. And according to CNBC, there has been increasing concern over the role played by stablecoins, which are digital tokens that are generally pegged to the US dollar at a 1-to-1 ratio. Currently, Tether is the world's largest stablecoin with $80 billion in circulation, but there are other stablecoins out there like the Gemini dollar, which are also widely adopted. And these stablecoins offer annual yields of over 7%, and in some cases, well over 10%. And there is concern that these stablecoins are not sufficiently backed by dollars held in reserve. I personally invest in US dollar pegged stablecoins, and that gets me about an 8 to 9% annual yield. And to this day, I have no concrete evidence showcasing how this process actually works. So I'm thinking that other people feel the same way, and that's why it's in this executive order. The third key area that this executive order focuses on is illicit activity in the crypto world. Now, participating in illicit activity within the crypto world is really not as easy as people make it out to be. But illicit activity aside, there have been other occurrences of exchanges being hacked, and that's resulted in billions of dollars being either lost or seized. And more recently, regulators are really concerned about the possible use of crypto in helping sanctioned Russian individuals and Russian companies evade restrictions. Again, I know that it is extremely difficult for funds to be laundered through digital currency since every transaction is on the blockchain. But this executive order nonetheless focuses on illicit activity. The fourth key area that this executive order focuses on is US competitiveness on a global stage. With this executive order, our President Joe Biden has shown that he wants the US to have a competitive edge over other countries when it comes to crypto development, not only now, but well into the future. And with this move, Joe Biden is really making cryptocurrencies and digital assets more legitimate. And I think that he understands that the world is moving towards digital assets and that there's a huge opportunity for the United States to continue driving the innovation in this space. Especially when you consider that China has effectively banned cryptocurrencies, I think the United States will see this as an opportunity that must be seized. The fifth main area that this executive order focuses on is financial inclusion. With this executive order, it looks like Joe Biden's administration wants to explore a digital version of the US dollar as more and more people are using smartphones to make payments and handle their finances. Currently, China is really leading the charge towards central bank digital currencies, so I can see this as a step in that direction for the United States. And it really isn't explicitly clear whether this executive order is hinting at the US launching its own digital currency, but I think it definitely tells us that the United States is going to research adopting a central bank digital currency. And the sixth key area that this executive order focuses on is responsible innovation. At this point, we know that the sheer energy cost baked into Bitcoin and Bitcoin's carbon footprint exceeds many countries on this planet. But this is also because Bitcoin relies on a proof of work mechanism, which relies heavily on computing power and energy. On the contrary, proof of stake cryptocurrencies, which even Ethereum is converting to, rely much less on energy. So even though cryptocurrency is getting more and more energy efficient, I think that Joe Biden wants the government to study ways to make crypto more responsible, and that makes sense because it also goes with his broader agenda to curb negative climate impacts. Now, in terms of what I definitely think that this is a step in the right direction. As I mentioned earlier, I think that this executive order really adds to the legitimacy of cryptocurrency and digital assets. And the fact of the matter is that they are here to stay. Cryptocurrencies and digital assets are not going anywhere, so it really is in the best interest of the federal government to establish a framework and regulations around the industry. I personally think that cryptocurrencies should have the same regulatory framework around them like stocks and bonds do. They should have the same disclosure requirements, and they should come with the same types of insurance. And to be frank, not having a proper regulatory framework around cryptocurrencies and digital assets is probably the main reason that institutional adoption has been so slow. While this executive order may not solve all of cryptocurrency's problems, it is definitely a step in the right direction for cryptocurrencies, for digital assets, and for the United States. And I think this is a sentiment that is shared by the majority of us, and that's why digital asset prices were up across the board today. Thank you all for watching this video, and if you got value from this video, please remember to like this video, and please remember to join the community by subscribing to my YouTube channel, The Beat of Business. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all next time.